Many of you may know who Amber Phillips is. I did not know who she was until I saw her on Roland Martin. And there was a conversation, and she was trying to associate all Black men to rape. Okay. And there's many Black men that never raped one single woman. And yeah, there are some that have. We know these things, but for the most part, Black men are not the big rapists. If we are in any crime, it's your economic type crime. Your more violent crimes, that's not us. But if you're talking about things like drug possession, yes, okay, or any type of economic type of crime because of the poor condition of the Black community, yes. But this rampant rape that she's talking about, no. And what really sucks, she went to the world stage with it. But I tell you what, the Most High will never disappoint. He will bring that evil you project back on you tenfold. Now, Amber's all in the media. She's crying. American airline passenger, the cops were called on me for flying while fat and black. Okay, Miss Fat and Black, that's how we are going to talk about you. You put that out there. But see, it's okay to slam Black men. But now look at what happened to you. I tell you what, this is the best karma ever. The biggest mammy in the Black community just got a dose of her own medicine. Now here she is in a video, y'all. Let's listen to Miss Fat and Black.
Shield annuities from Bright House Financial allow you to take advantage of growth opportunities with a level of protection in down markets, so you can be less concerned about your retirement savings. Talk with your advisor about Shield annuities from Bright House Financial, established by MetLife.
It's one of those flights that is so small that literally standard size carry-ons weren't allowed on the aircraft. And then she eventually looks over to me and says, can you move over? And I tell her, no, I actually can't move over. She just kept doing things with her body that let me know that I was unwelcome in that space. Because of her aggressive body language, I remember saying like, wow, I can't believe you're treating me like this. When I was complaining, this is when I first saw her say to one of the flight attendants who the first person she complained to was like a Black male flight attendant that I had harassed her and I did not. And she points me out. The flight attendant comes over to me and she says, you need to get off the shuttle. I ask her why. And she says, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling security. I just begin to get nervous because I know that there's only 11% on my battery and that there are no other people on this plane who look like me. This woman who I'm on the shuttle with, she looks at me and she says, are you okay? And I tell her, no, I don't know what's about to happen to me, but if you could take down my phone number and please, if something happens to me, record it and just send it to my phone. Because I know that regardless of what happens, like I will have this phone on me. The police officer, a white male, comes. As I'm reaching for my ID, I ask him, I look up and I say, did you ask her for her ID? And he goes, no, I don't need your abuse. And I'm like, all right, so this is what I'm dealing with because my arm touched this woman on this flight. And I reach in my bag and I hand him my ID and he snatches it out of my hand. And I see behind us that there's a group of tarmac workers and they're all people of color. And I just make eye contact with them so that they know that I'm not a threat and that I am doing everything this person is asking me to do. Corporations like American Airlines are clearly being led by their greed of stuffing passengers onto planes, okay? And because of that, mixed in with the climate that we're in this country, mixed in with the biases that people have around Black folks, around fat Black folks, around fat people in general, that they are allowed to use that bias to then make it seem as though that they have some entitlement to space. And I think that we need to have a real conversation that encourages white people to stop calling the cops on Black folks for mundane reasons.
You know, I could almost feel
Everyone
something for
deserves
her.
attention, whether you've saved a lot.
You know, if she wasn't the way that she was, I would almost feel something for Amber, but I just simply don't. Her tears, I can honestly say, did not move me at all. This woman is evil. I mean, she's crying now, but she didn't care about how she made Black men feel. Going on every platform she could, including social media, fighting back and forth with Black men and actually mocking them when they were upset. But now she wants everybody to feel her pain. Isn't this how it always goes when somebody is trying to be offensive or oppressive towards you? Isn't this how it always goes when things don't turn out their way? You notice they are the biggest crybabies, the ones that inflict pain on you. When pain comes back and visit them, they are the biggest crybabies of them all. They cry more than the people that they're teasing and mocking and bothering. Happens every single time, y'all. But here's some tweets that she put out on Twitter. This one is dated April 27th. Amber J. Phillips. This was my view tonight because I made a white woman uncomfortable and held her accountable by at least making sure I documented her outrageous behavior of trying to humiliate me on a flight at American Airlines, put my life and the life of other passengers in danger tonight. Well, Amber, that's generally what many of them do. But see, you were so focused on hating on Black men and saying they were responsible for the rape culture. Remember that, Amber? But now you want to make eye contact with Black people when you're with a cop. See the irony here? And isn't it ironic, y'all? The first flight attendant that came over to her was a Black male. Yeah, boy, you can't make it up. All right, here's her next tweet, which is also dated April 27th, 2018. This white woman literally spent the entire 45-minute flight making an active scene because my arm was touching hers loudly, asking if I could move over on a plane so small, everyone's carry-on bags had to be validated. It was awful. Yeah, Amber, and it's awful when you try to put the entire rape culture on Black men. That's awful too, Amber. You needed to get this dose of your own medicine, and I'm glad you were humiliated publicly. It couldn't have happened to a better person. I feel nothing for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell and join me on Black Junction TV and blackspot.com. And Amber, you sat next to the wrong white person and you paid the price for that. See, it wasn't a Black man that did you in. It was a white female. Bye, Amber.